2.5. 1 hour swim, 1 hour hike. Yeah, and 1 hour hike. So in the back end of Tokyo, I raced basically everything from the shortest of the shortest stuff in Super League to the grand final in Edmonton, winning the short distance title, and then moved straight into Ironman distance by winning the Ironman World Championship before moving back again to short course. And jumped straight into Bermuda actually by the end of 2022 season and Abu Dhabi, and I would say I was almost racing the same as I'm doing now. So I would say the expectation from the end of 2022 were to be able to have a better progress than what I've had in 2023 and the first race of 24. So I feel I've been very stable in my performances over the last year and a half, but it's been 30, 40, 50 seconds too slow over the 10K. So it's been enough to sort of come back on the rankings. So I'm now like ranked maybe around top 10 on the Olympic ranking and the World Series ranking. So it is sort of back to okay, but I'm not coming back to short course to finish top 10 in Paris. Like we are coming back to try to copy what we did in Tokyo, and that means that I also need to run faster than what I did back then. I guess the sport is always sort of evolving and getting better and faster, and the new generation is coming through. It seems like the best runners is maybe running 20, 30 seconds faster now than what I did in the previous Olympic cycle. So it's also, I can't just get back to the fitness I were in Tokyo, I also even need to get better. So it's more about what the training we have to do now, moving into Cagliari and then going on from Cagliari in the altitude and going into Paris in order to bridge up that gap that I'm behind. It is a big challenge, but that's also what's driving us.
I think I'm a very focused athlete. I try to do everything in the sport right and plan my whole life, like prioritize the sport, and my life connects to this. In sessions where I have my program and I just have to do all the parts of the program, I like to do it on my own and focus and just do the program as I have to. But also, in the all-day training at home, I like to be together with Jule Behrens, is my friend who I'm training with. And we are just together, just us two, and we're training together. Also, when I'm on a training camp with the whole Germany team, I like that for some time too, like for the camp for 4 weeks or for 3 weeks. I like that too, to be with more people and have more input. I think that's a very good combination.
The question of like, compare you as an athlete or like where you are right now versus where you were in 2016, I just have to laugh at, because I don't know how to compare it. I really don't. Everything is so different, but yet very similar at the same time. I think it's just, I can't give a percentage, and I can't tell you. I would say, I guess, some days I feel like I'm in better shape than I was in 2016, and some days I feel like I'm in way worse shape than I was in 2015, 2016. And I just think that's how it goes as an athlete. And I think for me, I'm not looking at that. I'm not looking back at my training logs from 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I'm just getting the most out of every session I can, and getting the most out of every session doesn't mean going as hard as I can every session. It's getting the most out of what you need out of that session every chance that I get. The route to punching my ticket to Paris is to get top 3 in Yokohama. I would say, that is kind of what I need to do. There will be discretion for at least 1 spot for Team USA. There's 2 spots available. Taylor Knibb has already qualified. There's 2 spots left. Only a maximum of 1 person can qualify in Yokohama, so there'll be 1 or 2 people picked based on discretion. I wasn't able to get into the test event last year. I didn't have enough points. So, I think for me, my path to getting to the Olympics is to get top 3 at Yokohama.
I was really proud of winning the 2023 world title, especially because it was meaning that I had a really consistent year, which was a big objective for me. After the race, there are the moments like 5 to 10 minutes that I wasn't sure that I was world champion, so it was a bit strange. So yeah, when I knew I was world champion, it was just, yeah.
Representing France, Dorian Collins.
The qualification process for a nation like France is always tricky because even if you are good, you have some chances to not be qualified because there is a lot of athletes, so it could be stressful, and it has been stressful like in the past Olympics. And now I'm just trying to focus on being the best that I can do, and if I'm good enough, I will go. And
when Abu Dhabi got cancelled, I was like, oh, I'm kind of screwed here because I'm losing 2/3 of my points from last year and I haven't raced except Abu Dhabi. So I went from maybe 20th or 30th in the ranking to 100th. And well, you got to start chasing points. And my high performance director always says, if you're not good at triathlon, you better be good at math. Yeah, obviously, I mean, as a French and part of the French team, we really want to drill the race from the start and go from the gun. That's how we can win, because every time Alex or Hayden have been beaten, it's from like a gap after the bike, sorry. So yeah, we're looking to try to repeat history, and obviously Yokohama being, let's say, similar-ish to Paris in a race shape and circuit and everything. We kind of want to try practice a bit, and yeah, we worked hard together. We had a few camps together to try to work our tactics, and so yeah, we'll see. I think Saturday will be a first indicator of where everyone is. It's gonna be a race in the race, because we also are chasing spots for us for the Olympics, 4 or 5 men's for only 3 spots. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and I'm happy to at least be here, be healthy, and making sure I can defend myself as good as I can.
Glorious weather here in Yokohama in Japan. Well, we're all set to get the men's season underway here.
It's really exciting to see Dorian Collins wearing number 1. The first time he's been in a world triathlon race since he became world champion. So yeah, and he's got to get a top 6 here today to confirm that position for himself in the team in Paris.
Yeah, Pierre Lecour's not here, but Vincent Louis is. He looked good in Levan at the World Cup. That was on Triathlon Live. A short course though, different to this. He's had injury issues. But if he does really well here, it could be a little bit of a nudge to the French selectors. I mean, if Lecour and Conix both confirm their selection, yeah, that 3rd spot is between Leo Berger and Vincent Louis.
Yeah, well, that was a bit aggressive, like coming back at the World Series level. It definitely stings. I'm not in denial. I know a few of the favorites crash, and I hope actually Dorian is okay. But yeah, it's a few spots that are not there. Hayden, Alex. So yeah, at least I showed the federation that I'm right up there. Not on the podium yet, but getting closer.
Never a dull moment in the Olympic build-up.
No.
Brilliant. Thanks so much.
I've always kind of jumped into some of the bigger races, and I don't know if that pathway kind of opened up to me, because from Bermuda you're not kind of fighting for a spot to start. If you can kind of get like an invite to start at these big races and get your foot in the door that way, that yeah, it kind of meant that I didn't do too many Conti Cups. I kind of jumped straight to the World Cup level, which can be a little overwhelming, but you learn very quickly and get exposed to the racing with some of the best women in the world. So yeah, it's been quite a career.
Now, the one name we do need to mention, one of the biggest names in the sport, we haven't seen her for 18 months. Flora Duffy, reigning Olympic champion, record 4-time world champion. She's had all kinds of injury issues.
Yesterday in Yokohama was the first time I raced since November of 2022, and I finished 22 with a knee injury that I didn't think was sort of as bad as it ended up being. And that injury actually kept me out of the entire 2023 season, which was really difficult for me because I ended 2022 on such a high.
It's Duffy and Taylor Brown, and not much between them at all.
She knew she couldn't afford to make any mistakes, and she has not made any at all. Any moment now, I think those shades are going to come up and we'll see the smile. There we go.
I believe that Abu Dhabi Grand Final was one of my best executed races, and I was head-to-head with Georgia Taylor Brown, who's obviously an incredible athlete, and yeah, we really battled it out, and it was a very cool experience. And I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks later, my knee was so sore that like I couldn't run, and I had scans on it, and people were very negative of what my knee looked like, and just that, I don't know, it kind of quickly went from being like one of my highest highs to sort of one of my lowest lows, and thinking, wow, is that it? Is this how it ends? Like, is this my career done?
I've had a knee injury for the last few months. Well, more than that actually. And so a scan showed tearing in my patella tendon. I had a PRP injection, which is a platelet injection into my patella tendon to help it heal.
So that was a huge journey, which led into yesterday, my first race back. It's a very strong field here. A lot of women were going for Olympic qualification, so I knew a lot of people were in form. I'm not in my best form, so it was definitely a little daunting and nerve-wracking, but I don't know, as soon as the gun went off, I kind of just like, I don't know, remembered I'd done a lot of these, and I kind of just like knew what to do. So for me, I'm lucky that a lot of my qualification wrapped up in 2022 because I'm just fighting for a spot for Bermuda. I know that by collecting as many points as I did in 2022, my spot is secure. And yesterday, it didn't really change anything for me. I'm still qualified. Really, it was just kind of like a run through. Does Flora remember how to do triathlon? Where's she at? Is there hope? Is there a chance that going to Paris, I can be in the mix for a medal?
Thank you. I'm very emotional right now. Yeah, it was a big journey to get back here. And honestly, for most of last year, I didn't think I would be racing at this level again. It's been over 500 days since I've raced. That was the first time I've run off the bike since Abu Dhabi in 2022. So to get back here and yeah, it feels really special.
Okay, Gwen. Let's get into it.
Since day one of this journey, I wanted to get the most out of myself, and I was definitely naive about opportunities that I could get. And for me, I'm excited because I keep seeing areas of progress, and that's something for me that is really motivating. I will be cheering for Team USA. I really do want to see them get some medals, and I don't necessarily think I'm going to be watching it live if it's in the middle of the night, but I will be cheering for Team USA.
So I'm staying in Font-Romeu, so in France right now. And then I will come back home in the UK for 1 week, race Hamburg, then come back 1 week and then go to Paris, I guess.
Ces petits bonnets phrygiens sont les mascottes de Paris 2024.
Yeah, I cried because I think I'm quite emotional person, so I just think whatever like was a team, I would be like sad for the person not taken, yeah, because we are like very close all each other, and I think we're a very good team, and it's hard like seeing people just being on the side. I have like, I will say like, I don't have one scenario of a race, so I'm ready for any type of race now. I think I'm getting myself ready for anything can happen in a race. I know not many people will want me on a run, I guess, but same with other girls. And I'm a good swimmer as well, and I improve my bike, so I just have like to do the good thing on a day. I know it will be like much pressure because of the home country and stuff. I just think that it's just a triathlon anyway, so I'm just trying to think about that, and that's just taking the positive of the thing, like that I'm so happy to race in front of all my family and friends. It's the race of 1 day, so I mean like everyone can be dangerous for this race.
Yeah, she brings out the best in me in races because she pushes me, and I think that's a good thing to have. Heading for, I think you go left on this roundabout. Yeah, it was really stressful, and because I wasn't even my selection. You know, I like made sure that I I did everything I possibly could last year to make sure I was selected, so that was fine, but just like all the kind of stress around it all, I just felt like I just needed to get away. It was bogging me down a bit, just the not knowing. I'm here in Spain, just where we usually come for our pre-season kind of camp, but I'm here because the weather's been pretty bad in England. So getting a bit of heat prep here before, obviously, the Olympics in a month's time. Show me a way out, give me your side. I'm actually feeling very relaxed at the moment. I feel like I'm in a good place training-wise. I'm here like in Spain enjoying my training. I feel really fit. So yeah, hopefully everything's in a good place at the moment. I think obviously I've already had an Olympic experience in a different sport, and not a hugely positive Olympic experience for me. So yeah, obviously there's a lot on the line and I want to do really well at the Games this summer, but I also just, I've done all my prep. I feel, confident. I feel in a good place mentally, physically. So I think I just, as long as I go there and execute the race that I know I can execute and just do the best I can on the day, I'm confident I'll have a good race.